Staying close, huh?
Stay home and
Staying close, huh?
have Christmas on Christmas Eve and get it out of the way, and probably just sit around the house on Tuesday.
Yeah. You guys working next week?
What's going on?
How you doing?
Good.
Okay, I'd like to call to order the Board of Works meeting for December 21st at 10 o'clock. Got two items on the agenda. Can I get a roll call?
Board Member Al Calloway.
Here.
Board Member Paul Seymour Jr. Board President Kelly Milan. Clerk Treasurer Richard Richardson. And we have Present Attorney Zach Anderson.
How do you get that out of that script?
I'm just that good. I'm just that good. You should see the notes
Look
I
at
take.
that. Here's his note for roll call. Now, how do you know? Yeah, I guess it is. And he was looking at it when he was saying the names. He was looking at it.
That's just
How
habit.
did that happen? All right. First item is I'd like Jenny to come up and just give the two apprentice folks that looks like we're gonna offer positions to.
Yes, so we started off this time with 63 applicants. The apprentice committee identified 17 that we wanted to interview. We ended up interviewing 15. Two of them declined the interview, which is interesting. We then got it down from interviewing those 15 to our top 5, and then we voted for our 2 that we wanted to recommend. And those 2 that we want to recommend are John Bohan and Blake Collins.
John Bohan and Blake Collins.
Yes.
And Blake Collins.
Yes.
I know I talked to Paul a little bit. I talked to you a little bit about it too, but sounds like you had another good group of applicants. I mean, for the
This one, when we got to that final 5, it was a really hard decision, and I know Richard can attest to that too.
It was very tough, but I think we ended up with 2 really good hires. If we could have hired the top 5, I think we'd have done it.
We would have,
And
yeah.
and everybody would have been happy with
Yeah.
the choice.
they were that close.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
they were
was.
great.
It was that
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
They were all very good candidates.
Good.
They were all very
Well, I mean, I know we don't have anybody here, but I stand behind how you guys are doing it. I stand behind. I think it's fair. I think it's been successful. I mean, the 4 previous apprentices we've hired over there. I get really good reports back from their folks. I mean,
I do too.
and we already are seeing dividends. I mean, a couple of those guys are very talented and extra stuff, concrete, whatever, and already helping out with that. And that's what we want. Well, good. Any questions from you guys? I'll entertain a motion to approve these 2 individuals to start on January the second. Second. All those in favor? Opposed? That motion will carry. Thanks to the committee. Please tell everybody on the committee, Jenny.
I will. Thank
And
you.
the other item I had, and I got the copies to you guys yesterday on the contracts. The additional contract this year was Kim Ferrara's because we had just hired him. But everybody is year to year. One thing, the salary ordinance already reflects these people being in it that we approved back November.
Sounds right.
Yeah. Anyway, any questions about those guys?
I had one question.
Yes.
And maybe I just overlooked it from the last time, but I didn't realize that Jenny was year to year. I didn't realize.
Yeah, that's the way hers has been, because she's more like I guess you're not an appointed. Well, maybe you are. I don't know how it was dictated when you hired in. But yeah, she's not a union employee. But everybody that's a non-union employee really has to be year to year based upon appropriations. Because if the appropriations aren't there to hire her next year for whatever reason, then we can't offer a contract longer than that.
For some reason, I just thought that you was a permanent employee.
She wants to be.
I really did. I thought she got hired as a city HR director.
Well, and she was. I didn't appoint her. She was here before I got here.
Was you under Cunningham or Nuss?
Yeah, Carr hired.
Yeah, like the first year, wasn't it, of his?
Yeah.
Like the first year, wasn't it, of his? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's when they came. But,
So you're not a union employee, right? Is there some benefit to you not being a union employee and then being in the HR position? I would assume there'd be maybe some benefit to our position.
huge conflict.
Yeah, it's a huge conflict. There's a lot of portions of my job that I couldn't do if I was in the union. Most of my job, really, I couldn't do.
Yeah. HR
Yeah.
routinely, I mean, they cannot be a union employee. They cannot be a union.
I'm just curious.
Really, I mean, we've said it in public before, I mean, really supervisors shouldn't be. But they are here. I mean, but they are here. I mean, one of the reasons Kim was hired because there's, there's no, it's another, well, you guys know this better than I do. A union brother can't discipline another union brother. So, or sister, so. But yeah, does that explain it?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. If there are none, I'd entertain a motion to approve all the contracts under one motion. Approve all the contracts under Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Opposed? One thing, and I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Opposed? One thing I'll say, and Paul knows this, Paul knows it better than I, because he's been here with me. But when we first took over, and I brought Mike Abden on and Judy, it was usually a 3-2 vote on the salary ordinance, if you remember, because they weren't quite bought into why we had those positions. But the last two salary ordinances or whatever have been a 5-0 vote, because I think they're convinced that they're paying for themselves. They're doing the job that we brought them in to do. So that's encouraging, really. So that's encouraging, really. I mean, for the life of me, I couldn't believe we didn't, city of, you have 110, 115 employees, you didn't have a safety, full-time safety person. But, yeah, well, then you expand out to 150 plus people, plus contractors. So anyway.
Do we need to sign any?
Yes, these all need to be signed by you guys. You need a pen? I got a pen.